everybody, and welcome to my channel. My name is Laura, and for today's video, and actually my first video, I'm going to show you how to make this cute crochet top with buttons. Very easy and simple, just a little bit repetitive, but besides that, it's such a nice creation. I actually had this video lying around for so many months. I don't know why it took me so long, but it's finally here. I want to share it because crocheting is such a nice way to relax, you know, just play some nice music in the background or a movie and enjoy the ride. So shall we begin? So starting with the supplies, you're gonna need yarn of your preference. I'm actually using 2 threads instead of yarn and a 3mm hook. So depending on the size of your hook and the thickness of your yarn, you're gonna end up with more or less rows and stitches. I do suggest you to go bigger. In this case, bigger is better, so you don't have to repeat the process as much. Also, a measuring tape and some closure pins or row counters, I believe that's what they're called, a yarning needle, and some buttons. Of course, I took some from a old shirt, and I forgot to post it, but also of course scissors. But just in case, all the information and anything I might have left out is going to be on the description box below. So first, you gotta grab a crop top that fits you nicely. In my case, it's this cute top I made last year, and we're gonna use it for similar measurements. So you're gonna need to measure the length and also your bust area. In my case, I think I was around 20 centimeters, 21 in length, and also for my bust, it is always changing, so it's around 88 to 91 centimeters depending on the day. I don't know why it happens. And just in case, I'm gonna shamelessly self-promote here. If you like this top, let me know in the comment section below. I might do a tutorial for this one as well if you want to. Okay, so let's start with our foundation chain that should be as long as you want your top to be. The first thing we gotta do is our slip knot, and one of the ways to do it is by wrapping your hook around your yarn like so, yarning over and pulling through. That's your slip knot. And remember, the slip knot doesn't count as a chain, so yarn over and pull through, that's your first chain. Yarn over, pull through, that's 2. Yarn over, pull through, 3, and just keep going until you reach your desired length. I will be making a chain of 45 and I will meet you at the end. Now that we are done with the chains, we will be doing a first row of single crochet, and for that I'm going back to the second chain from the hook, as in chain number 44. We had 45, and insert the hook into the chain, yarn over, pull the yarn back through the chain, yarn over, pull yarn through both loops, 1 and 2, and that's your first single crochet. Let's do it again. So insert the hook into the next chain, and there you go, yarn over, pull through the chain, yarn over, pull through both loops, and you just keep repeating that process until you finish your row of single crochets. As a side note, I always count the stitches while making my first rows, just to make sure that I'm not skipping any stitches. In my case, I should end up with a total of 44 single crochet. So from row 2 onwards, we will be working with double crochets, and here we just finished our single crochet row. I just thought the single crochet row will give it a nice details for the edge. And now, starting at the end of the single crochet row, we'll chain 3 for height, 1, 2, and 3, and turn our work around and prepare for a double crochet. So yarn over, insert the hook in the stitch next to the chains, right there, and pick up your yarn and pull through the stitch, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, 1 and 2, yarn over and pull through the last 2. There's your double crochet. Let's do it one more time. Yarn over, insert your hook in the next stitch, pick up your yarn, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. So including our chain of 3, which counts as a double crochet, we have now 3 double crochets, and we'll keep doing this until we reach all the way to the end of the row, and by the end of it we should have a total of 44 double crochet. So I'll just keep doing rows of double crochet until I reach a length that covers all around my chest and back. So let me explain a little bit more about the yarn and the hook size. Like I said at the beginning, I'm doubling 2 threads instead of using yarn, basically because I ran out of yarns, but you can obviously use yarn instead, and then you wouldn't need to double it as I did. As for thickness of the yarn or the size of the hook, the bigger the hook and the thicker the yarn, the less rows and probably stitches you will need to finish this project. And of course, the smaller the hook or yarn, the more rows and stitches you're going to need. So now is when I recommend you to get nice and comfy, have a movie or music in the background, because this is where the hard work begins. As in, you will have to do as many double crochet rows as you need to cover around your bust. Remember that I measured 90 centimeters, so get some coffee or tea and go at your own pace. Make as many pauses as you need to, and let's meet when we're done. So I have now enough to go around my bust with a total of 94 double crochet rows, and since I started with a row of single crochet, I'm going to repeat that process at the end twice, which means we'll have at one end 1 row of single crochet and at the other end 2 rows of single crochet. So what we're gonna do is chain 1, let me insert my hook, and chain 1 and flip your work and just make a row of single crochet just the way we did at the very beginning. So insert your hook in the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both loops, and repeat this process all the way till the end of the row. And we're gonna make this twice, remember. Okay, it's time to add buttons to our top. Here we just finished the 2 rows of single crochet. You can leave your working yarn, no need to cut it since we still have to make the button detail. Here I have some thread to attach the buttons. You can also use a single thread from your yarn, the buttons of course, and lastly a yarn needle. Now for the placement, we have to decide where do we want to put our buttons. I went for the middle or in between those last 2 rows of single crochet. So let's take the buttons and see how far apart from each other we should place them. The top in the picture only had 4 buttons. I went for 6 buttons, but then again that top is shorter than mine and the buttons are also bigger. Still, I recommend to use buttons that you can fit between the double crochet. So let's attach these buttons so we can move on with the lower part of the top. So finally we're making the bottom detail, a totally unnecessary step, you don't have to do it, but I changed to a 3.5mm hook thinking it will make a difference, but it really didn't. So for the first row that goes along the bottom, we're going to make half double crochet. So let's go back to where we left the yarn and insert our hook and pick up your yarn and chain 2 for height. And now I'm going to show you how to make a half double crochet. So now that we have chained 2, we're going to yarn over and insert your hook on that last single crochet right there. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull through. Now you have 3 loops on your hook, so yarn over and pull through all those 3 loops. 1, 2, and 3. And that's a half double crochet. Again, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. Now we have a double crochet, so we're going to make 2 half double crochets on this row. So yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. That's our first half double, and yarn over, pull through all 3. That's 2. We're going to repeat this process on every single double crochet row until we get to the end where we had our first or our beginning row of single crochet, where we're going to make just 1 half double crochet. So the second row of the bottom detail is very easy. We're just going to make slip stitches on top of every single half double crochet we just finished. So to make our slip stitch, we're going to insert the hook right next in the next stitch, pick up yarn, pull through and pull through. I just lost my yarn there. Let's go through this very quickly. You can do it. There you go. So insert your hook right next to it, pick up yarn, pull through and pull through. And we're going to repeat this process all throughout our half double crochet until we finish this row. Okay, so we're done with our slip stitch row, and we're finally going to work on the bottom detail. But since I didn't notice that in the end my hands weren't really on frame, I'm gonna actually show you with another yarn, and so you can see this better. So here I have my sample yarn, and we will be making loops, slip stitches, loops, slip stitches. Try saying that fast. Okay, and we have to make a chain of 3. So 1, 2 and 3. Flip your work, and you're gonna make a slip stitch right where your chain is coming from. So insert your hook again, yarn over, pull through and pull through, and that's our first loop. So now we have to make 4 slip stitches on top of, well, the next stitches. So here's 1, next is 2, on the next one is 3 and 4. I'm having problems right there. There you go. Yarn over, pull through and pull through. And here is where we're going to make our next loop. So chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and slip stitch right there. And this is how it should look. Now we have 2 loops, and repeat this process all throughout the bottom of your top. And here's my top, so you can see what it looks like while I'm doing it. And now you just have to go all the way the bottom of your top and make these cute loops. So finally, for the straps, you need to try out your top so you can measure where you want your straps to be, and that's by counting an equal amount of rows to each side of your buttons, and do the same for the back. So here I have a slip knot ready so that I can pull it through my top, and there you go. Yarn over and pull through. Now it's nice and tight, and now we're going to make a chain of 60, and I'll meet you when I'm done, or when I'm close done. So 56, 57, 58 and 60. So now I'm going to add 3 more for height. So that's going to count as my first double crochet, and then I'm going to go back 4 chains from the hook, and that's where I'm going to make my second double crochet, and repeat this process all the way down until I'm back at the top of my top. So I have a few more double crochets to make before attaching my straps. So there's 1 and 1 more double crochet right there, pull through 2 loops, pull through last 2, and we need to attach it at the beginning of the next row that's from our top, since it's also a double crochet row. So try to make a slip stitch where that row begins by inserting our hook. There we go. So yarn over, pull through, and pull through that loop, and now it's attached. And since it's a double crochet, so we have to get some height by making 3 slip stitches on that next row of double crochet from our top. So here's 1, 2, and 3 at the end of that row where another double crochet starts. So now we're gonna flip our top and yarn over to start our next double crochet. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through other 2, and you just keep going till the end of your strap, and that will be it. You just do that for the rest of your other 3 straps and you will be done. So here we have our strap, and we just need to hide all those loose ends with a yarning needle, this one as well, and you just have to make the other 3 straps and we will be done with our top. Congratulations! So now I'm just tying up my straps and we are done. This is our cute crop top with details at the bottom. I think it looks really nice. So I'm gonna give myself a pat in the back. So yay! And now I'm going to show you how it looks on me. Have some cute B-rolls. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I had lots of fun working on it. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, and I would love to interact with you guys, so you can always leave your comments and suggestions in the comment section down below. Subscribe if you would like to see more of this type of video and much more. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you next time. Good vibes, good night, bye y'all.
Yeah, we should take it slow, just like day by day, like day by day. I'm all up in the clouds when it's pouring rain. Ain't never coming down unless you call my name. Yeah, we should take it slow, just like day by day, like day by day.